Good evening, everyone, and welcome out to RGL Advanced Six's Season 5, Week 2B. Tonight we have TSM versus Feet Picks. My name's the Godfather. I'll be joined shortly by Dirtman, and we have Antlers behind the scenes. And this should be a good one. I would normally ask Derp how he's doing, but he's in the bathroom, so bear with me as I take this intro all by myself. These two teams will be seeing, basically, to give you the inside knowledge, we have Sandbaggers versus Highlander players. Highlander players being the side of Feet Picks and TSM is those Sandbaggers. I think we might have Dirtman back here.
Yes.
How are you tonight, Dirtman?
Um, that's a really good question. I don't know. I'm alright, I guess.
Alrighty, well, I will run down the roster of Feet Picks in a moment, and then I'll turn it over to you to do the roster of TSM. For Feet Picks, we have, I'm going to do this in a weird order, bear with me, we have Casper on Medic, Paren on Demo. I just lost the loadout one moment. Excuse me, my computer just glitched there. Pant is on Pocket, Kasumi, I believe is the pronunciation, is on Roamer, Supreme Toad on Scout, and Triple also on Scout. Yeah, Amanda Panda perhaps now on Pocket for this evening. It's, I think that's a last minute switch, but we'll see.
Now, for the side of TSM, we have Reno on Medic. On Demo. That's what I'm gonna be calling him because I don't. It's just letters. We have Penguin Master on Roamer, One Lights on Pocket, Walrex on Scout, along with his buddy Clean Buddy.
Alrighty, and looking at the standings so far, we have TSM holding in that number 2 spot, 3-0 with 15 rounds won and only 4 lost, so a strong start to their season. Feet Picks, however, in 7th, going 2-1 so far, 12 rounds won, 10 rounds lost, so not the strong start they would be looking for, and this will definitely be a challenging match for them. Gotta take this win, or at least get a lot of rounds in order to stay within playoff contention throughout the season.
Well, yeah, I mean, just judging by how the teams have been doing so far, it's assumed that I believe TSM will be winning, but TF2 is an amazing game and anything can happen. We could end up having a blowout in the other direction, it could be in a blowout in the direction we think, or it could be a very even match that goes 4-4 into Golden Cap. Honestly, at this point, we just don't know.
Yeah, it's always unknown, especially in lower divisions, but looking at these lineups, I actually used to play with Casper back in I Am Highlander, so I'm happy to see him doing well now, Advanced Sixes, and I think he's an Invite Highlander player as well, so great to see him doing what I never could do and climbing up through the ranks. But looking at these matchups, anything you want to look at?
With this being Villa, it's a map that some players may not necessarily be the most familiar with. So we could have some stalemates here, players just not necessarily knowing what to do. But I'm hoping for a good match here, some good, scrappy mids.
Yeah, hopefully some good TF2, and I'll definitely be watching these soldiers, seeing if they can get in some nice bombs. Every match I've casted recently has just been absolute chaos, men's dying left and right. This is CP Villa, not a map I'm very familiar with, but it is a good one. As we're seeing, I believe 12 in server, everyone on the right team. Hopefully we'll be getting started soon, but no promises. And, you know, knowing these Invite Highlander players, are you expecting them to struggle here with sixes, or have that DM and take the match?
I mean, Highlander is definitely a very different game than Sixes, and along with the game mode also being very different, obviously we're on 5 CP for this map. They could maybe struggle a little bit with maybe positioning or game sense, but at least in terms of DM, I'm thinking we're probably going to be fine for both sides.
Yeah, and it will be Feet Picks on red for this evening. Going to be difficult to keep track of because they don't have their name. set right now, but yeah, we'll see TSM on blue, feet picks on red. I believe one team might have readied up, and config seems to be loaded, so shouldn't be long here. And it looks like Pants is back, so we will see the regular starting lineup here on both teams. So should be some good TF2. Anything else you want to discuss before we get started here?
I kind of just want to talk a little bit about the map we're playing. As mentioned before, and as you can see on screen, it is CP Villa, which is a newer map to the comp scene, especially with it not being one of the Valve official maps or one of the maps just in the game. A lot of players may not know it quite as well, but interestingly enough, just before the season went live, a new rendition of Villa B18 came out that changed a fair amount of things. It's still the same map, it still plays roughly the same, but the biggest change is choke is a hell of a lot chokier. Which is kind of interesting that they did that just before the season went live.
Yeah, always interesting to see how maps develop, especially through competitive play. And here we go, both teams now readied up. We'll get started here with this match. It is Feet Picks versus TSM. I'll take this mid, but any predictions before we start? What do you think the final score will be?
I want to see a 5-4 or a 5-3 in favor of TSM, maybe.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be closer to a 4-2, or excuse me, a 5-2 in favor of TSM. Don't actually know how this is going to that works in sixes. Anyway, here we go on this first mid. Both medics staying alive so far, and a little bit of damage being exchanged across point. Excuse me, nothing much happening. Here comes a soldier getting in a little bit of spam damage. That scout's very low. Consume going down, as does Paren. So 2 down, and Supreme Toad is just 7 health trying to get out here. As it looks like this first mid is going to go in favor of TSM.
Honestly, the only thing I have to say about that mid is it's one of the most disconnected and all over the place mids I've seen in a while. Looks like TSM is having a little bit of a seizure on these mid point there, but that mid, there were players all over the place. Looks like they are going to be taking this into second now. No meds died, so we're going to be at even Uber. Full 100% for both sides. Clean Buddy
Comes a
trying to
soldier
get...
jump. He's going to go onto the med. Can he get more than one rocket? No, he's not going to get it. So Lights is going to go down off that bomb from underneath. God help me with callouts tonight. Have never reviewed this map. There goes Consume, trading out for Walrex. Losing that soldier in favor of another soldier. So pretty even so far with damage. A lot of aggression coming in. Oh, and Toad's going to die to a trap there. Nice job by the demo, and there goes as well. So it's going to be even numbers. No scouts for the offensive team here. They're going to back out a bit, it looks like, as Red's just holding steady. Both teams still with full Uber.
In that little fight there, I'm just mind-boggled. That's not the kind of fight you usually see Sixes teams playing. The entirety of the red combo for Feet Picks just kind of walked up into right lobby, which could have opened up a wrap back cap for TSM. They didn't go for it though, but TSM does have a sniper now in the hands of Light, so we'll see if he can do anything with it. Peeking in on this left side, and he sees the medic and gets the Uber drop!
No, with the drop, as you pointed out, that is gonna be disgusting. You can't be peeking that wide if you don't know the situation. It's just going to be pressure onto point already here from the side of TSM, and the Uber does get popped out finally. Good job milking that, getting a lot of pressure onto point, and Frag's going every which way here, and that's just going to be the cap, and no one was able to get on point at the end there. A beautiful drop. Casper, unaware of the sniper's presence, I think it was the first shot he took, getting that body shot and securing the kill.
A body shot may not be as stylish, but if it gets the job done, that's efficiency, and that's what the sniper is all about. An amazing Uber drop there to open that play, and then not dropping any players except for the sniper in that last push. Some really good things from TSM. Can is in behind in Fountain here, running the black box, which is a little bit weird. You don't ever see that. There's a lot of damage being exchanged. Penguin being down very low, but KN dying as well.
Yeah,
Light is going to go down.
Not a very aggressive mid so far, although Red is taking this high ground, getting the pressure onto point. There goes as well, going down. Reno's getting down. Reno maybe getting down to just 70 health on that. He's going to back out, but it looks like there's someone chasing him down. He'll be going down all the way below 50 health before Burgo Dynamics goes down trying to get that kill off. And here comes the Uber from Blue. Red doesn't have quite yet, so they're going to lose Peren before they're able to get full Uber, but now Casper with that full charge, no one can contest it. He has all the time in the world if he wants to use it. Looks like it's going to be a Scout Uber, if anything. Yep, here it goes. Just a solo Scout Uber, trying to get that med down, not finding anything so far, so he's going to have to back out. Triple going down, though, to Lights. I think that was in the back line, and Consume also following suit. Penguin Master finding that kill. He's going to die as well. Toad with the pistol. Nice job from him. A little bit of pressure from behind here on the point that Medic's kind of trapped in between the Red spawn. Um's going to go down. And now Red can kind of just get in on this if they need. Excuse me, I actually got turned around there. A bit of a missed call, but anyway, Med's gonna back out, stay alive, and Casper with a huge disad to try to overcome here, see if their scouts are gonna be able to build.
That was a really interesting play. It first got opened up by Reno using, but he wasn't able to save his scout, which kind of stuffed the Uber. He had to walk back into lobby and reconnect with his demo, and by that point, the Uber had already came in from feedpick straight in through main shutter. They went into lobby, but luckily for TSM, they weren't actually going... feedpicks wasn't actually able to get the cap onto second, which stopped them from being able to just wrap and go to last, splitting the team of TSM right down the middle. Definitely a good job from TSM being able to delay that cap just a little bit, but feedpicks, again, showing their heads-up play there, showing them they do actually have some Sixes knowledge.
Right.
Especially on this map.
Yeah, both teams now with full Uber, so a good job building there. Blue does have their engineer up. Don't see the... Oh, the gun is just watching point. Very safe positioning with that sentry gun. Here comes the soldier jumping in, trying to get some damage in, but he's going to get deleted. Clean Buddy's going to go down as well, though. Losing that soldier. Now Lights following suit. No Uber popped out yet, but 2 down. Oh, Triple gets killed late there by Penguin Master. Nice job there. So both teams going to restabilize here. And Red, you know, holding firm, that aggressive positioning. Blue, you know, playing passive, defending as best they can. And here come spawners for the side of TSM. We'll see if we're going to have any off classes. Doesn't look like it. Still has that engineer up. Gun now level 3, watching the point while the team plays the opposite side. Just a lot of spam being exchanged here. Not a lot to say. It is the classes 6's stalemate before someone can find a pick. I saw a spy to check off classes. Looks like didn't see anything worth mentioning and swapped back there. Yeah, just a very standard hold, very stalemate-y. Hate 6's for stalemates. Happens all the time. A soldier going in, but getting deleted, that black box. Finding another kill. That was Consume onto Clean Buddy. So, trying to break the stalemate. Triple goes in, but dies to the gun, as it is, again, very protected and able to, you know, kill any lone scouts botting in like that. Oh, there's an Uber. Yeah, here comes the Uber exchange. That was kind of abrupt. It's just going to be onto a scout versus a demo. Don't really like that Uber personally. Not finding any kills. That scout's going to go down for it. But wait, Reno died. Peren finding a nice pipe there. Totally unexpected, and now Casper is going to be able to keep his team alive as best he can here. He's taking a lot of damage. Oh, he's going to get taken out by Clean Buddy, so that medic trade will come in, and now it's just a gun and a demo to hold off this last point. Pressure coming in so far. Demo getting the traps down. The medic's respawning. This is a very, very difficult last hold. The gun's going to go down, and now Peren's going to go down as well. Casper's getting taken very low there, or maybe he surfed it well. Yeah, that was very chaotic. Both meds dying in that fight, and now we're going to see Blue pushing back out onto their second.
At the very end there, that sentry gun came in so clutch, but what initially opened that up was a rather interesting play from TSM, trying to sack a soldier straight in to feedpick's combo, which is not something you typically see a defending team on last doing, especially when they're up a point right now. Maybe not the right call. The Uber did come in from feedpick shortly after. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get Penguin Master down before Reno popped to save him. He was very low, and that just ended by that sentry gun coming in so clutch. It wasn't able to go down, and because that sentry didn't die, they weren't actually able to get any cap time on the point, which is really unfortunate if you are a Feet Picks fan.
Right, of course. Now this midpoint versus second, very slow again. Both teams with full Uber. It looks like Blue's content just holding onto their point, maybe exchanging a little bit of spam, but peeking only for that. Here comes a soldier jumping up, taking that high ground positioning on the rock, forcing Red's flank back, and a lot of spam being exchanged through choke, but not finding a lot of damage. Maybe a soldier getting ready to go on the flank here, but he's gonna back off, so, just holding firm here.
Good old
Epic
5 CP
TF2.
stalemates.
Yeah, epic TF2 gameplay so far.
With it being Feet Picks in the position to send in a sack here, and as I say that, they send in Consume. He does get dispatched really quickly, doesn't even get a whole lot of damage, so this could open it up for TSM to either counter sack, which is what they should be doing, or just trying to take an Uber push, but instead it looks like they're just choosing to take up some slightly more aggressive positions and stalemate further.
Right, with that one round advantage, I guess they're feeling pretty confident and just gonna sit down there on second point and left click occasionally.
Hunker down for the next 20 minutes.
Right, if only there were a way to make them go in aggressive, that would be fun. Here comes a bit of aggression, now that I say that. 2 scouts on the flank, looking for a soldier in the back line, and Triple's just gonna die for that, going down to and it looks like their other scout, Supreme Toad, also gonna fall, so, a questionable play on the flank by 2 scouts there.
I mean, if TSM doesn't push out off of this, they're, they're 2 scouts down.
Just walk forward. Hold W. It's the pyro strat in 6s. Walk forward. Here comes the demo bomb. Getting in, trying to get that med. Oh, the medic just pops early. Doesn't want to risk it at all. So Reno's going to have the better Uber here when he decides to use it. So far, milking it very well. Going down to half health before finally popping. Consume goes down there as well. So no soldiers for the side of Red, but Triple and Lights both going to go down. So 3 down for Red. So far, looking pretty good for TSM as they're able to push out of their second, take this mid, and now they're looking to go into the opposing second. Here comes a soldier jumping and getting a little bit of spam, not finding a kill quite yet. Oh, Clean Buddy going down, trading out for Burgo Dynamics there. Red looking to hold on to this pretty aggressively. Might be a dry fight coming in. Neither team having that Uber. Peren's going to go down. That's going to make it very hard for the side of Red to push in without that demo. So Blue's going to be able to take this second cap. We'll see if we get any off classes coming up.
You know, obviously what TSM did in that situation and on that mid worked, but personally I would have liked to see Reno have a little bit more trust in his team. There was that scout on the little balcony above Choke. He wasn't really in a position to do anything, and with Reno standing right on that health pack, when it spawns he would have gone and back up to full health. And Feet Picks were already leaving. I don't think he needed to use there, but he played it safe, which in the end it did work out. They did get second off of that. But had he saved it, they may have been more easily able to roll into last with that Uber. Although they still have an almost full advantage here with them going in right now with that Uber.
Looks like it's going to be a Uber exchange onto the scout. That scout going very low to the gun before that Uber gets popped out. Medic in the sky. Gun now down. Good job by the defending team finding, or by the offensive team finding kills, taking out Casper. It's only Consume left alive. Reno's getting very low, but there goes the cap. And stalemate broken, making the game a lot more fun to watch. And we'll go into our third mid here.
I'm honestly not sure what happened there to give Reno a full advantage. When I looked back as they were going in, Casper had 2% Uber, so he must have died just before that. Otherwise, like, I mind boggled.
Yeah, coming in on this third med here, a bit of damage being exchanged as usual. Here comes a soldier bomb trying to get in. Are they able to find a kill? Nope, Burgo Dynamics is going to die on that bomb, as is Consume. So a failed double soldier sack in here as TSM's now going to be taking the aggression in, trying to find damage onto the scout. They do get it. Now a soldier going in, he gets Casper, what? How does that happen? Reno now alive and now have a full Uber to work with by the time Casper's back up. A great job there by the soldier. I think the demo just managed to kill himself.
Yep.
That's why they're not invite. So, Supreme Toad going down. Wait, no! Reno's gonna go down as well! that is 100% to 0 as the drop comes through. So I spoke too soon on the Uber advantage to work with. Red's, you know, looking like they'd have a fighting chance here.
Perenni making a huge play there. He did a little bit of a sticky jump up bomb, got all 3 players defending that med looking at him, and Triple kind of just walked in and said, "Hey, hello med, goodbye, you're dead now."
Yeah,
that was a really good heads-up team play there, good communication on that as well.
Right, and the cap now finally going to come in on this 3rd round. Reno is a big disad here, trying to build up as best they can, but Casper's at about a 30% ad here, so it's going to be a bit before they're ready to push in here. A little bit of spam's going to get exchanged. Hopefully not as long of a repeat as what we saw last round, but how would you want Blue to take this fight in or Red to push out?
I mean, with the current Uber situation, Feedpix does have an actionable advantage, but it doesn't look like they're in any sort of position to capitalize on that, so Ubers are going to be equalizing very soon here. I'd like to see a sack come in from TSM, and it looks like that's what they're trying to set up in here in Fountain, but instead they're just going to be backing off. Really, we just need to get a sack going and counter sacks and do that until one player ends up getting a play and getting a med pick or an important pick. A med, a demo, anything that can really open up a fight.
Right, and here comes maybe a soldier. Now he's going to chicken out. There's another soldier jump. Nope, just everyone's going to die as soon as they try to come in.
Casper got one of those frags, too.
Yeah, so now it's on Red to take the initiative here. They do have a scout on the flank trying to just poke at the combo, and here comes the team pushing across point. It's going to be a demo getting in that spam earlier. Are they able to find this medic? Doesn't look like it. Reno is going to live here with
Casper
that full
uses.
Uber. Yeah, Casper uses through. Not the best situation, I think, but there's probably a force there. 2 down for the side of TSM, but holding full Uber will be able to sit here and do whatever they want.
I mean, I'd like to see I maybe would have liked to see TSM use back in there with the full ad, but being down both of their scouts, I believe it was, probably not the right call. But it looks like they are going to be taking this Uber advantage straight in through Bugs. The soldier does get in and gets the early force onto Reno and kind of stuffs that Uber a little bit. He is going to go down fairly soon to Walrix, though, and these players on Feedpix are just going to be collapsing in choke. Both triple going down in choke, and they're going to be leaving here. But with Casper on 90% Uber, they could use straight back in as soon as they get in their place. But a big demo bomb.
Oh, here it comes! Oh, and Brent's gonna go down and
Casper with the frag again.
Yeah,
a big air shot there, I think, from Consume onto Lights, and yet another soldier in. He is going to get the force onto Casper.
Right, and now this is going to be a pretty bad Uber charge. Reno's going to live, unless the scout can catch up, but it doesn't look like it. So Red's going to recap, and Reno's going to have about a 50% Uber charge advantage to work with here. Up to her on when she wants to use it. We'll see. Maybe Red looking to rotate in into this lobby area. What is the call out for this? No freaking clue.
This had, and it looks like they were wanting to push. One thing I just don't understand, and it's probably a Highlander thing, the black box. You don't see that in sixes. I assume in Highlander you have a lot more players to heal, so more self-sufficiency is better. But in sixes, you need that extra rocket. Consume is going to go in and die as the Uber's coming in through Fountain from TSM. And those players from Feedpix are just going to leave and conserve their 90% Uber. And again, they're just going to be able to use right back in. And with only losing Consume here, it looks like they're going to go in through Fountain right now. Sending a demo bomb, and he's going to surf an air shot and just get destroyed by Penguin Stickies.
Yeah, Casper using Uber there, so we'll be at a disad as now Blue's looking to come in and retake this mid. Well, they never lost the point. Consume going down now, as does Supreme Toad. Penguin Master finding a nice pick. And it's looking like Casper's going to be the only one alive here. No, he's going to die too. A nice job there by TSM finding those frags. Very chaotic fight, but now they're going to have the opportunity to push into last here, getting early positioning, some demo traps to contest with, but that cap's going to come in onto second, and now it's up to TSM. No one's able to stop them. That's going to be round number 3, and we'll go to halftime.
Honestly, I don't really understand the decision to try and fight that on second. They had 3 players up, most of their players were dead. Honestly, they should have just left, conserved the Uber that they did have, and would have actually had numbers to contest last. Because with the way they had played that, they kind of just trickled in, fed a little bit, and essentially just gave both second and last up completely for free. Which puts up TSM up 3-0 at the end of the first half.
And we'll take a look at logs here if I can pull them up in a moment. But just based not on logs, but what you were watching, who do you think really had the biggest impact during that half?
I mean, honestly, I'm at this point, without actually seeing logs yet, I'm not sure. Consume was definitely doing some big damage. But again, with the black box, I'm not a Highlander player, so I don't understand it.
So Consume actually middle of the pack on damage, only doing 180. Top was Penguin Master with 330, then Peren 249, Brico Dynamics with 236, and then Toad with 216. In terms of frags, it was Penguin Master 16, Lights and both with 12, then Toad with 11, and it goes down from there. But looking at medic deaths, Casper 6, although he did have 2 kills, Reno only 2 deaths there, doing a good job staying alive throughout this half.
Looking at the medic deaths, Casper having 6, obviously, you had mentioned Reno 2. You would think that Reno would have a lot more Ubers than Casper, but in this case, they're pretty much even, Reno only leading by 1 Uber, and with both medics having the exact same drop, or the same number of drops, and roughly the same time to build, it really comes down to the average time before using, which Reno is average is almost, or not almost, it's over a minute.
Yeah, definitely some differences there between the medics, but I would say so far Reno doing a great job. Casper just you know getting
Definitely.
found by bombing soldiers, and that's tough to deal with at any level. Damage, however, was fairly even in total, only about 1k difference, which is pretty interesting to see, especially with such a kill differential here. It doesn't look like either team have readied up. Anything else from the logs you'd like to take a look at?
I mean, looking at the damage and kill differential, pics has almost 1,000 more damage, but they have, like, around 13 less kills, which is odd, to say the least.
Yeah, maybe a situation in which it's not all about damage, but definitely that knowledge of the format. Again, picks primarily Highlander players versus TSM, who are staple sixes players across the board. And I've been told, though I don't know any of them, that they are sandbagging. Not the best thing, but whatever. Coming into the second half, what changes would you like to see from each team, especially, I guess, from picks here to try to turn this game around?
I mean, unfortunately for pics, clearly something they're doing isn't working. That could be the case, or TSM could just be better capitalizing off of the advantages because they know the format and potentially the map a lot better. Either way, pics, they're not playing dumb. They're still making some good heads-up plays and doing some things that I definitely like to see, and that are giving them an advantage. They got onto the last point of TSM a few times. In that first half, in that last round, the weird Uber exchanges that were happening in and around the midpoint are just odd. They use in, the other medic gets out, then they wait till they're at 50%, and then they use it again, and then it's just that repeated back and forth, and I'm just confused.
Yeah, definitely not an easy thing to understand here, as we are going to have both teams readying up, and we'll be going in onto this fourth mid. Currently 3-0. Oh, yeah, here comes the
We got
ready up.
baited.
Yeah, we got baited, but they figured it out in the end. Now we'll come in onto this fourth mid. It is currently 3-0 in favor of TSM. and the side of pics kind of fighting for their life here, trying to take perhaps a round or two at least in order to stay in contention for the rest of the season. Here comes, oh, Demo taking a pipe to the face early on in this mid. Blue Soldiers taking high ground, maybe coming in onto Casper here. Unable to find anything as Consume does go down for it. Very low right now, but staying alive as best he can. Getting, I think, a pack it was as Casper. Good job staying alive. Burgo's going to go down. Here comes a double Soldier Bomb in onto Casper, though, and they are going to find him. A beautiful bomb there, as they also take out Supreme Toad, and now players are just falling from the side of pics, and TSM's going to take this mid pretty cleanly, not losing their medic.
I mean, it seems like Consume, again, this is probably down to not having as much Six's knowledge, but a rather weird rollout. Unfortunately, he did die to a scout almost instantly in Fountain, and then Burger Dynamics, although he did get onto Reno and did do a ton of damage, barely leaving Reno alive, it kind of baited his team for most of that mid-fight.
Certainly did. Here comes a spy onto the medic, and he gets the kill! Reno's gonna get dropped by Supreme Toad! Beautiful job there. On that spy, I was lucky enough to watch that first person. That's going to be a mental bone there, though, for the side of TSM. Now, no, the back cap! No, they get it! And that's going to be round number 4, finding the drop, but not watching the cap. Here we go on to what might be the last mid of the night. I will just take it from here.
No.
It should be a pretty fast one here, I think. Both demos rolling up. Same as always. Blue a little bit faster to mid here, and they're going to play this aggressively, taking that high ground where pics are not. Soldier on the flank might go down to the scout here. We'll see if... No, Consume able to find that kill. Here comes another Soldier jumping in the sky. Burger's going to go down there to Walrex, however. Penguin Master following in the death. Reno's going to get pretty low, but find a pack. Good job of her staying alive. A scout low from the side of red. Without Penguin here on blue to put out that damage is going to be... well, apparently they're doing a great darn job as they take
medic
out
1v1.
most of this. Oh, the medic 1v1! Casper finds the kill on Torino. Alone, though, and will die. Casper throwing a GG in chat. That was only an advanced.
Honestly, Casper's team may be losing this match, but Casper is not.
Yeah, this is, wait, in chat we're seeing forfeit, please? Someone said, Blue's asking if they're for real. Red might be, how do I put it, just mentally broken, perhaps, after that turn of events here. Here comes a Soldier Bomb onto Casper. Oh, they're suggesting the other team. Alright, a bit of BM. There goes Casper, however. Peren also dying. A nice jump in there by Lights, finding those kills where it matters. But Rena's going to go down as well. Burko finding the trade out. So no med for either team. Blue's going to be ready to push in here. Only 3 alive for the defending team.
Oh.
Pressure on point already. Oh, getting the kill onto Clean Bunny. Nice job by Triple on the scout. Here comes the demo, however. Is he able? Oh, he's going to get air shot by Consume. And the push is going to fail. Lights respawning, as is Reno. A great hold there. Pretty chaotic, but, you know, pics holding on just a little bit longer tonight.
You know, with TSM being up 4-0 right now, they're probably just trying to have some fun with the game, but that was one of the most disconnected pushes I've ever seen. A soldier ran into the point, onto the point, with the escape plan, at like 2 HP, got half cap time, died, and then everybody else just trickled in one by one.
We do have on Sniper here. We'll see if he can find a kill. I'm going to watch his POV here, so hopefully nothing important happens, of course.
Sniper to mid-gaming.
Not seeing anything so far. He's looking at the ceiling. Maybe he's hearing what I'm saying. He's just going to sit on point and stare up at this guy. Here comes a demo bomb. Reno's going to get destroyed. Ren coming in on that bomb. Annihilating with a double pipe. That's a drop. That's the funniest shit I've seen in a while, though. Oh my god.
I mean, watching that from Up's perspective just made it even better. Because he sees the Uber player, the demo man, flying at him, looks up at the ceiling, and then just blows up.
That made up for the stalemates earlier. As Red's now, Red's now ready to push in onto this last. We have the engineer off last. No more sniper if you couldn't see that one coming. God, that was fucking
Little
funny.
bit of BM in the chat there. No, Reno does not seem too pleased about that. But what a play. It always seems like the best moments come when a team is getting destroyed and they know the game's over, so they just throw everything in the kitchen sink at the enemy team and just hope something works.
Here we go, the Uber charge onto last. The gun goes down, Consume dying as well. Pressure onto point. Wait, they're gonna get the round! Spam something in chat. I want to see a reverse sweep as VPix makes it 4-1 with 23 minutes left in this game.
I mean, that big bomb coming in from Peretti just absolutely demolishing the entirety of TSM there and opening up that round.
Yeah, here we go. On to round number 6, I guess. is just gonna get destroyed. Consume and Burgo Dynamics also going down there, however. Both meds at a pretty safe spot. No! Casper gets destroyed! I spoke to him soon as lights just bombed in, though. Reno, however, is being contested a bit by a scout who's going to get shot in the face. There goes Toad. Reno now down to 35 health. Looks like they're going to live. They get yeah, I think she got a health kit there. Must have. Failed mid there from VPix. They'll be setting up on last.
That's just unfortunate. It looked like it could have gone their way, and then it just didn't. Just players getting destroyed. Again, I still don't understand the black box play. I'm gonna say it. That's putting Consume at a disadvantage here.
Yeah, almost
but
certainly.
Don't tell
we'll
him
see
that.
don't let him know. Don't let him know.
Because he obviously seems to really like his black box. He's got a pretty nice looking black box. I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody spoil it, chat, please. Walrex is gonna get destroyed there by Parad. Gun in that normal position. Here comes the Uber onto point. No pressure yet. Gun's gonna get low. Parad's gonna die. Pressure onto point. This might be it. Heavy is going to be holding on to this point, however. Consume going to go down a bit later, and Blue's going to be backing out, it seems, maybe stabilizing before coming in again. That gun's going to go down now from the demo man spam. Heavy's being pocketed on point. We'll see if there's enough burst to take him out. So far, nothing. A bit soldier on the side. No one's getting on point. Oh, now a demo is. The soldier's going to fight it. It's a medic v soldier. The medic's going to die, and that's going to be it. Oh, no. You know, I really was wanting to see a reverse sweep there, but that will be GG's, and it is TSM taking this 5-1. Yeah, we'll take a look at logs in a moment, but that was a fun cast.
You know, clearly our predictions were way off.
I said 5-2, didn't I?
Okay, my prediction was
yeah. Speak for yourself there, man.
But
I was
they
pretty
got
darn
around.
accurate.
They VPix managed to get around, and at the end of that first half, it really didn't seem like them getting around was in the cards, but that huge bomb, that was just perfect. The drop from the sniper perspective, just looking at the archway, I mean, it was a pretty damn nice archway, don't get me wrong, but probably should have been looking at the enemy there.
Alright, and we'll take a look at logs now. And we see Penguin Master 329, followed by Paren with 278, Lights 230, and Clean Buddy following close behind 226. In terms of frags, it was Penguin with 20, Lights 19, Walrex also with 20, then Lights with 19, and drops down to with 16 there afterwards. Medic deaths, Gasper with 11, Reno died a fair bit more in that second half with 7 deaths total. Casper finding 3 kills, though. Nice job. Nice.
Honestly, the scouts of TSM here, they're taking their job very literally. Scout is the cleanup class, and all the scouts did was cleanup. They got low DPM, but they were some of the top fraggers in the game, Walrix at second and Ump at fourth. So they were definitely doing a good job and playing to their class's strengths very effectively there, not giving anything up.
Yeah, and I guess it's clear that the Sixers players are gonna beat the Sandbaggers tonight, and that will, solidify TSM at the top of the leaderboard for advanced earlier this season. Don't know what's happening on stream right now. I'm watching the drops is now 0 apparently. Anyway, any shout outs you want to give? The very chaotic night, but any shout outs you want to give before we head out for the night?
Um,
If that's
No.
a no, I have some.
I don't really have anything other than I run my own casts over on my Twitch channel, Dirtman107, with 2 N's, because I somehow managed to end up with 2 Twitch accounts at some point. Not gonna get into that. I should be hopefully trying to pick up a newcomer cast this Saturday. But as for you, the Godfather, what do you got for shoutouts?
Well, shout out to Fireside. This is the first time I've casted with them. It's been a blast. And RGL for putting on a good league. Casper for making it all the way to Invite Highlander and Advanced Sixes. Played with him back in IM, so. And I believe Antlers is telling me on this channel there will be a TF2 and CSGO cast this Sunday. So be sure to hit the follow button or even subscribe to not miss out on those. And I'm sure I will be casting again soon because that seems to be the trend. So I'll
Haven't
see
you
you
been
all
casting
soon.
everything?
Yeah. Looster's mad at me. Looster's very mad at me. Anyway, I will see you all very soon. I have been the Godfather. I've been joined by Dirtman07, and we've had Antlers on production. Have a good night.
Good night, y'all.